What's your name? And who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? That's what I'm hearing in my head. So, hope you're surviving the apocalypse out there and here or wherever the hell we are. This is a message about trying to recalibrate and figure out mental patterns, like why you're repetitively addicted to nonsense. I channeled, what are you addicted to, a slave to? How did you end up here? Merry-go-round, who's your daddy? What did he teach you, and did he teach you? So something also came to me earlier about a foster child, someone who didn't learn their parents, their patterns of their parents, or it doesn't have to be an actual foster child, but it could certainly be someone reparenting themselves. And really looking around and recognizing your network, like who you're hanging around and why. Like, why am I around these people that I see as, to make it simple, low vibrational? And we just keep going around this merry-go-round over and over, the same stories, the same patterns, the same symphony, right? So you're digging up and you're digging up your abandonment issues and recognizing where you have abandoned yourself and created a story that denies what you know in your heart. Like, you know this awareness well. It's very, very in your reality right now. There's a lot of, you're losing friends, you're developing and recognizing enemies. You feel cornered, you feel a bit trapped, and you're not sure where you're gonna fall because letting go is hard. And the challenge you're facing is recognizing how, quite technically, we manifest our own reality. So in some way, shape, or form, you brought this into your world. But you're like, why would I do that to myself? Well, if you're struggling with relationships and connections, and it has a lot to do with your roots and where you started. And to find yourself, to create a more beautiful reality, it takes a lot of internal reprogramming. So what are you addicted to? What patterns? Sometimes we think that addiction is drugs, tangible things, right? Because that's the easy way to identify. If you can say, I'm addicted to chocolate chip cookies. Like, that's simple. I get it. But when you have to be like, I'm addicted to chaos. I'm addicted to false starts. I'm addicted to people. No, I don't want to point. I'm addicted to patterns that perpetuate the lack of mindset that I have. If I believe I'm not good enough, I'm going to surround myself with people that reaffirm that to me. So in some way, shape, or form, you don't succeed or level up or change or become new. This is really hindering your growth and causing a lot of insecurity, anger, maybe frustration, because we're taught and trained to look outwardly, and that's such a horrible place to start when we're trying to become individuals in a world full of social dynamics. Like, how do you separate yourself and find your peace? Well, it's like you're in such a developed pattern that it's challenging for you to tell yourself a new story or to write a new story. This anger and frustration is, I'm sensing some level of like impulse control. Maybe I see you on edge with people and angry and trying to find who to blame. And I don't mean that to say you're bad or anything, but I mean that in a way of like, to actually change and to reprogram yourself, it's going to require you to delete the people and the places and the things outside of yourself, and then input new data that tells you more positive, reaffirming things. And you have to actually believe in those patterns, because reality is what you believe. That's why we're all trapped here. That's why we're all coded to follow the patterns of reality that are set for us, is because our intuition is knocked. Like, they just, again, look at me blaming. I'm blaming them because shit. Okay, so how do we change this? How do we move forward? What's your name? Who's your daddy? So what's your name? Like, I'm seeing you need to look into the etymology of your name and your people and your ancestors and your roots. Like, let's say you're a foster kid, literally, like that would be a big challenge. But to some level, there's some roots that you can dig up here. Because in order to build, it's going to be challenging for you to build anything with others, with self, mind body, emotional body, spirit body. I'm seeing your light. You feel very like your light's very dim right now, and there's a lot of intruders and intrusion. There's a lot of light. There's a lot of light going out and not a lot of light coming in. Possessions, second house. So it's like you're worried about your surroundings. What are your values? It says what you own, what you acquire, income, and so you're trying to create better money habits here as well, and surround yourself. Okay, Taurus and Venus. That's my ruling planet. I know all about it. Okay, so breathe. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna pull some money cards though, because this is feeling very career. It's like all of the dynamic I've explained is blocking you from career success, from financial success. There's a lot of freedom you seek. But you're feeling trapped. You're feeling very, very mentally exhausted and angry. And when we're in that frequency of anger, oh, it manifests the ugliest things. Anger is so ugly. Gambling. Okay. So it came out actually in reverse. So I first wanted to, let me just say what I feel. So I actually think you took a gamble on something. You had a choice and you took a gamble on something else that you're frustrated because you're like, you should have did the other thing. And that's causing some of the anger and rage feelings, like the resentment, because you know you're capable of more, you know you have more power, you know that you're more financially savvy than the choice you made. It says don't take risks, but I feel this in the past position that you already took the risk and you didn't gamble on yourself. You put your coins in on someone else because of these trauma issues that have to do with the feeling of being a foster or not knowing your roots, your parental situation deep enough. Because this deep knowing card is like saying you are denying, you're listening to your mental brain, not your gut brain, which is so easy to do in a world that programs us to be so freaking logical and linear. That in itself is a very limiting way to not follow, you know what I mean? Like following the route that people say we should follow seems to be the right thing to do until we get in it and we realize it traps us and it creates walls and a ceiling that we don't feel like we can get out of. Now I'm seeing someone trapped in their body, which I literally feel trapped in their body so much that they just want to employ, like they want to just detach, like I say, the spirit, the soul just departing from the body. And whoever's around you telling you things, understand those people. Like there's some sort of social network, and I feel like it's at work. I feel like it's coworkers that you have like some sort of a relationship with. They have their best interest in mind when they tell you direction, when they give you direction to go somewhere. They're definitely thinking about themselves. Cause my mama taught me better than that. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not a closed doors. No good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. I like the rhyme there. That's good, you know, because a lot of times this tower that came out here is an indication that there's a deep transformational ending in your life, which can be shocking and tumultuous. It can seem shattering. It can seem like you have no control of the future, what's going to happen on the other side. But that's the good thing. The good thing about the unknown is there's so many possibilities outside of the comfort zone. Being stuck in the comfort zone really limits your ability to expand. You're just trapped. So being able to open the door, walk through it, and then shut it behind you, not knowing what's on the other side, is more beneficial to you right now than to stay in the addictive patterns, listening to the stories and being in the energy fields of people around you. The network that you have is only going to hold you back. The minute you walk through that door, you feel a stronger sense, oh, that's the second house. This is the Taurus and Venus that I was feeling. So your money's going to improve, your self-care, overall health. Your solar system's going to flow better. There's a strong, like, you're struggling to let this go though. This is subconscious. This is all the programs of all the years and all the time and emotional energy spent. It's really hard to break emotionally addictive patterns because we feel them so strongly that they literally change our epigenetics. And your programs are telling you that you're not good enough to change because that's your brain. Your brain is telling your emotional body that if it changes, that you're unworthy, nothing, it's not good enough. You're not gonna, like, you're in survival. This is a survival mentality. But that's not helping you. Flexibility. Ooh. Adapt slowly by using versatility, compromise, adaptation, change, etc. Be flexible in your methods. Look at that beautiful card. Look at those suction cups. It's like putting your little crawlers out there and like feeling for something new. Just like you're hiding behind a rock, but you're like, I just want to feel, I just want to put my little feelers out there and see what, so this could be like literally putting out your resume, trying to just expand a little bit further than you're used to. Even though like at any minute your tentacle might get cut off, like you're cool with it because you're like, I know I'll grow another one. Because that's what our brain cells do. They rewire, they reprogram, they keep going. And you're intelligent enough to know this. You know this. You just forgot. Which we do, you know? We just be like, we swear, don't we? People, humans. We do this. Overload. You're overloaded right now. You have no room for change. You have no room for new. Life on overload. You're struggling to climb this mountain to your peace and to take the authority in your life. You need to go, you need to detach. If you want to improve your situation, it's neurochemical, or I think I said that correctly. The staff here is like, I need to take back the authority that I have. This is so Moses. I'm seeing Moses, Jesus. How has this been taught to me? And also the health thing with the serpents going up of it, Hermes. The staff represents our ability to heal ourselves and to do the unthinkable, the unquestionable, the resurrection, the ability to literally reprogram ourselves and our body. And you have to go into a deep trance. You got to go inside. You got to go far away. You're too close to literally energy that's penetrating your field, and it's saying you're not strong enough right now. You've given too much and you're not replenishing yourself. 51, 25, 43. This is going to change. You're going to see if you can implement some of these things by the full moon, which is in like, doesn't matter because time's not real. Whenever the next full moon is for you, that's when you can really, if you're watching this during a new moon, you'll see tremendous growth. Because you're in such an open state, because the new moon, what does it say here? It's clean slate, potential, dreams, things that really open your ability to move. So take that power that you have, this is that emotional body that you're struggling with. Your emotional power is really spent. It's so spent. That's why you're angry. This is where the frustration comes from. And you're blocking your solar plexus because you're not rooted. Your roots, your I can't remember, medulla? What's it called? Where is it? Muladhara? Yeah, that's what it's called. Muladhara, root chakra. So really grounding yourself with earthy things, like go roll around in the dirt, okay? Don't feel weird either. Like, who cares what people think? You need it. Like, it's literally the medicine you need is to go roll around in the dirt. Be dirty. Be dirt. Like, dirt is so clean. It's so cleansing. It's so healing. And if you can immerse yourself in new, changing experiences like that, it can really jumpstart your progress over the next 30 days. And that's all we can do. We can't jump into next year right now. Like, it's fine. All you can do is be in today, and that's all you're trying to do is change your today. So you can, fourth house. So now the fourth house is really coming up. You really need to look into your second and your fourth house, because second house is really talking to me about your financial situation. And fourth house is there's a battle, a struggle with your roots. So it's like, check the planet. Was it in retrograde? Do you have what's going on in your fourth house? With your mother, with your father, with your ancestors, like what's going on there? Okay. It's just repeating itself. People are gonna talk, people are gonna say what they say. We gotta detach from the drama. Are we addicted to drama? I feel like most people that watch tarot are a little bit addicted to drama, myself included. Doing something risky, taking a chance. You need to aggressively attack this in your neural network. Some of these words come through and I'm like, who am I talking to? Neural network. I don't even know what that is. I imagine it, but I don't know. You need to take authority, the throne with the staff. You need to really boss up here and believe in yourself. Like, who else should we believe in? Should we believe in Joe and Billy and Monica and Becky? Like, nah. Financial pinch. You're worried about I want to say you're worried about the money you make now making less. Like, you don't want to make less money. You're worried to put yourself in a financial pinch. You also feel like prey. So your confidence is lacking. It's also why this is in reverse. Your confidence, you don't feel confident. Your self-esteem is low. And that happens when we give our power away. When we say, hey you, hey, I think that you can have my power because I can't carry it myself, because I'm not good enough, because my parents left me, because etc. whatever. So I must suffer because I'm addicted to suffering. I'm addicted to feeling guilt for not being good enough. I want to put these two back. So you got the month of March. Could be significant in many different ways. Probably the first intuitive sense you get when you hear it, the month of March. Obviously, it can represent spring. It can represent new growth. It can represent planting seeds. Could obviously be some sort of special event of some kind. It came out with vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So there could be some level of, maybe you did something in March. Just think about what March means to you, and vulture is connecting in a way of like, you maybe gave your power away in March. There's something about March and something's feeding off of you, feeding off of your energy. Because depression, anxiety, that's future and past. What else about that? So I'm actually seeing a different story now. I'm seeing a new, fresh, because a vulture is actually like a really clean garbage man, right, of the ecosystem. So it's like taking out the trash, taking a vacation away from the drama, and really sowing and focusing your attention on a new thread here, a new storyline, which is great. Definitely do that. So I want to end this with I want to read from whatever card comes out here, because it's calling me, so we'll steal it. Oh, okay. Okay, let's talk to the cards. Do they talk to us? Let's feed it back. Let's feed it back, though. Yeah, so now I'm seeing like really become a boomerang. Become like so reflective of negativity, not too fast, that why are you rushing me? Why are you rushing me though? I'm not ready. Let me slow down. I'm a stubborn ascendant in Taurus, okay? Chill. I like this though. Look at that color. Look at that color though. That's the color we want to see. Look at that soul shining. Look at that pearl. Look at that unique version of yourself. Look at all that light around you. No one's taking your light right there. So let's read that. All right. See, look, now my stubborn Taurus wants to literally drink water. Just to be even more stubborn. Okay, 119. I really need to. Actually, you need to. We need to. Let's do it. Let's drink some water. That probably irritates people. Okay. All right, we're gonna drink the water really quick. Just drink some water. Seeing the octopus again. Your brain needs the water. Octopus needs water. All right, the self. The soul, the witness, the watcher. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum for our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and a place, and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offering. The self is the central, abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it's a call to step back into a witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look into the mirror for Look into the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you. Interesting. So this is just a reminder to really see yourself as this vibrant, beautiful, glowing light, and not as what you're being told or what people have told you that has made you feel some other type of way. Because you are light, and you are loved, and you are needed, wanted, and can achieve the things you're out to seek that you're seeking. So thank you so much. You got this. Don't give up on yourself, and I hope to see you next time.